Hi, welcome back to Island Bowls Live. I'm Jeff Poulton, and it's my mission to try and get you to try lawn bowling. So the whole reason this website and YouTube channel of mine exists is because of what we're going to be doing today. Right, so let me explain. About 6 months ago, I decided I was going to invest in a new set of lawn bowls. Not an insignificant investment, by the way. So I went online and I tried to find some reviews of lawn bowls. It's what I do, I'm a research guy. And to be honest with you, I couldn't find any in my neck of the woods, and I could find a couple that were not all that relevant to me. One on an indoor rink in Australia, and one, a young guy in the UK rolling these Henselite Tiger bowls. I thought to myself, there's got to be a better resource. So the whole reason Island Bowls Live exists, frankly, it was born out of that idea, that I would create a bit of an opportunity where I could show you kind of a more visual representation of what the bowl will do on the rink in the Northern Hemisphere. Now look, I get it. Some rinks in Canada are faster, some rinks in the US are faster. Our rink here at the Victoria Bowls and Croquet Club, 12, 13 seconds today. Not terribly fast, but it's been much slower earlier in the spring, so it's actually picking up some speed. So I've decided that I'm going to do this for as many different bowls as I possibly can, and I'm going to look for your help. If you want me to review a bowl, I'm going to bet you that one of the members here has that bowl, and I'll happily do a review for you too. So let's get down to it. What bowl am I reviewing today? I am reviewing the Henselite Tiger bowl. It's made out of Australia by Henselite. Henselite, by the way, been around for more than 100 years, but they aren't the oldest bowls manufacturer currently existing, if you can believe it. Go to my YouTube channel or islandbowlslive.ca and see if you take the trivia test and see if you can figure out which is the oldest manufacturer of lawn bowls right now in the world. Henselite, though, about 106 years, so they've been at it a while. So in order to make this test kind of work for you, and I think what would help me to really determine whether a bowl was for me or not, I needed some props. First of all, I need my balls. Got that, check. Second, I needed a couple of lines. You'll see an orange line right down the middle. That orange line marks the center. I got that, check. Then you'll see a ball of crochet down the right hand and left hand side. Those, yes, I said crochet yarn. That's what I meant. By the way, you make fun of my crochet yarn, I'll find a way to unsubscribe you. I have no idea how to do that, but I will do it. I use crochet yarn because it looks thick on video, and hopefully it gives you an idea as to give you a visual reference of how this bowl turns on its way to the head. So those white lines are 6 feet from the center. And I'm thinking that's going to give us a good visual reference as to how this bowl will turn. The mat is about 26 meters from mat to mat. And at the head end here, I've got another mat with a bowl sitting on it. That's so it makes it easier for you to kind of see that bowl as it comes in and see the jack. By the way, I took a club coaching course not that long ago, and by the former national team coach, Davey Matthew. Davey said to us at the session that only the best bowlers in the world can only get to the jack 38% of the time, right? 38% of the time. So if you're within a mat's length, that's pretty good. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to get to it. And then at the end of this video, stick around, because I've invented something I call the Island Bowls Jackometer. I'm going to rate this bowl on a number of parameters from 1 to 5, just for the heck of it. All right, so stand by. Let's get rolling. 4 forehand and 4 backhand coming your way. Okay, here we are. Remember, I'm a lefty, right? So my forehand is probably your backhand, and my backhand is probably your forehand. Nonetheless, we're going to roll 4 forehands, come back and we'll roll 4 backhands, and we'll see if we can help you figure out where this thing's gonna bend. Henselite tells me on their chart that it bends about 3/5 of the way down the rink. Let's see. Looks pretty good. That's spot on. That looks good too. Perfect. Might be a little light on that one. No, it's going to get there. Okay. That's good too. Okay, so to me, those are all good. So to me, it doesn't look like the bowls break 3/5 of the way down. It looks right about in here. Yeah. So how far would that be? 2 feet? Maybe 2.5 feet? All right, so we'll go down and we'll try the we'll try the backhand for you. Okay, let's try the backhand now. That looked pretty narrow to me, but yeah. So too much weight on that delivery, so can't gauge the bias break on that one, or the how wide the bias is on that one. That's better. Okay. The backhand seems to be a little wider. Yeah, it's definitely wider on the backhand. Now, every rink will have its variabilities, you know, and it's no different than our rink, right? Why is the forehand like 2.5 feet? It looks like the backhand's closer to 3. It's the rink that I'm on. Okay, so that was a bit wide. Looks to me like the break again was about here, and that's 3 feet, you think? Somewhere in there. Okay, let's wrap this up. Well, it was kind of fun, actually. I hope you found it useful. Now listen, I'm going to do my Island Bowls Jackometer rating, because why not, right? I'm going to rate on a scale of 1 to 5, design, the feel of the bowl, the bias, the website and the ordering process, wear and tear on the bowl, and the overall value of the bowl. And I'll give it an overall score out of 5. Okay, here we go. Design and aesthetic. I think it's about a 3.5 out of 5. By the way, this is the Celeste Duo. It is essentially a special custom bowl. Like, it's still available right now as I'm filming this on the Henselite website, but a special edition bowl. But I have to be honest, no one can touch Arrow here when it comes to their design aesthetic. And I'll have Arrow bowls on a later review for you, and I'll take you through the Arrow website when I do that, because it's second to none. The feel. I really like the feel of this bowl. I give it by the way, the design and aesthetic, 3.5 out of 5. Right. The feel, 4 out of 5. It's a really good, solid feeling bowl. It feels very comfortable in your hand, in my hand, and I think it would feel comfortable in yours as well. Now remember, this has got the Mega Grip. You don't have to get the Mega Grip, but I really like it. I really think it really helps me control the release of my bowl. Now, the only thing about this bowl is that it is pretty slippery. And so I don't use Grippo. Grippo is a polish you can put on the bowl that will give you some grip. So that's the only thing to keep in mind. I wish sometimes the manufacturers would leave these indentations a little rougher, but it is a bit slippery. Bias. Give this 3.5 out of 5 for bias. It's fairly predictable, but it's not nearly as wide as the Henselite bias chart would tell you it is. And the other thing that can be a little disconcerting on our green, on our rinks, and I'm sure on yours, you're going to find that there are ruts where the bowl suddenly just goes straight. This bowl will not fight its way out of a rut. I find that it just follows that rut along, and it's a little disconcerting. Now, if my weight is right, it might actually maybe ease its way out of there eventually. But you know, I'd like it to cut through the bias a little better. I rolled Taylor aces, and those aces, to me, seem to get out of those ruts a little more easily. Website and ordering. Boy, a 2, maybe 2.5 out of 5. It's clunky. I have to tell you, it's clunky. You're in Canada, you're going to go to the Bowls Canada website. It's actually, you get the bowls out of California, but you go through the Canadian website. And you can't really customize these bowls. You can choose your logo if you'd like, and the colors are all preset. But if you choose your logo, you're going to wait some time for it to show up at your doorstep. So you kind of get what you get. But comparative to Arrow, it's no comparison. Jimmer, who is the Henselite rep, is very good though, very responsive. And within 24 hours, he sent me a picture of the logo. Because to be honest, I wanted a logo that I could live with, right? There you go. But again, if you're comparing it, it's clunky. Okay, wear and tear. You know, I was worried that the white part here would show marks. Not so. I haven't seen it. I don't see any scratches on the surface of this bowl. Now, if I compare this bowl to like a Drake's Pride XP, Drake's Pride is much shinier. And to be honest, I like that aesthetic. I like the shininess on it. But the downside to a shiny bowl, you see scratches. Here, I don't see any. And it's very easy to keep this white clean, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 for that. Value, 2 out of 5. But I think I could probably give this value for all bowls manufacturers. So less than a year ago, these bowls delivered to my door were $764. A lot of money. I checked the website yesterday and landed in Canada now. It is I'm just checking my note, $811, right? That's a lot of money for bowls. Now, at the end of the day, when you import your bowls, you get charged your taxes and the rest of it. And I've had a couple of people tell me that when they ordered their bowls, they, for whatever reason, did not get charged taxes. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I certainly did. Okay, so the overall Island Bowls Jackometer rating for this bowl is a 3.8 out of 5. How could it be made better? I think Henselite needs to give me and the consumer more customization options, more color options. I'd like to see even a deeper set of grips. Arrow, again, has gone in an enhanced grip and really taken the grip to the extreme. I'd like to see it. I mean, other bowl manufacturers are doing it. Maybe Henselite should too. Okay, so I hope you learned something today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And by the way, if you'd like me to review a set of bowls for you, drop me a line, and I bet you a member here has them, or I can track them down and I'll shoot a review for you too, just for you, all right? Okay, until next time, I'm Jeff Polton for Island Bowls Live. Keep 'em rolling.